we can come up with a template of exactly how you take any given verb that is part of this Vanga class of verbs and turn it into past tense for any pronoun. So at the beginning, we talked about putting something in your mouth and closing your mouth, swallowing what's in your mouth, விழுங்கு, spitting it out, துப்பு, or screaming, கத்து. Every single one of these verbs is just like the ones that we did on the previous page. So if you want to say I closed, Vangu is vangineen. What we have red here is in the template. So all we do is we have to take this last U, change it to E, make it murineen. And that's how you say I closed. Murineen. Murineen, murinai, murinan, murinar, murinar, murino, murinirhal, murinarhal. You want to say you swallowed. You start with the first part of the verb. Don't change anything. The U in Virlangu gets changed to E. And you have Virlanginai. Virlanginan. Virlanginar. Virlanginar. Tupu. She spit. Drop the U from the end and change it to E. Tupinar. Tupinar. Tupinom. Tupinirhal. So you guys get the point. This is pretty simple. Kattu, drop the U. Join these. Kattinar, kattinom, kattinirhal, kattinarhal. So one thing that we haven't done yet, among all the pronouns that I included, the one I didn't include that's really important is adu. And adu is a little bit different from the other pronouns in that you can make the past tense with the Vanga verbs two different ways. So one way is to use the adu ending, and the verb becomes vangiyadu, vangiyadu, adu vangiyadu, it bought. Another way is to write it like this: vangitru, vangitru. So let's do a couple of examples just so you understand what I'm talking about with these two ways of writing Vanga verbs in the past tense for the pronoun adu. We'll give you an English sentence and we'll translate this. The price changed. Alright, the word for price is vile. The word for change is maru. And maru is a Vanga verb. So Vangu became vangiyadu or vangitru. So we're going to have one way of writing this is going to be vile. Vanga became vangiyadu, maru becomes mariyadu, mariyadu. So just like we saw with all the other pronouns, the U at the end is going to change to E. Here, Vangu becomes vangiyadu, maru, mariyadu. The other way of doing it, Vangu became vangitru, vile, maritru. And in spoken Tamil, if someone says the price changed, they may say vilai marichu, vilai marichu. And when they're saying vilai marichu, this is what they're saying. Another example, the wind blew. So wind is katra. And in this case, for wind blow, we're going to use the verb visu. Visu is just like Vanga. So we can say katra வீசியது or we can say quatre, visitre. And again, in spoken Tamil, they probably wouldn't say visitre, they might say visichu. So here's the overall recap for Vangu verbs in the past tense for all of the different pronouns. If you memorize this entire set of forms for conjugation, then you can easily use the same template to do plug and play for any new any new verb that you learn that's in the Vangu subtype. And again, as I stated in the very beginning, a lot of the verbs you learn are going to be just like the Vangu type because approximately half of all of the verbs in the language belong to this particular type.